Hi Maker, this is Claire from Claire Makery, and today I am going to be teaching you how to crochet the Cactus Stitch. This is a super fun crochet colorwork stitch pattern that I have created for you. It involves using front post and back post double crochets to create this fun textured cactus that will look great on any summer garment, accessory, or anything else that you might want to put this on. You will only need to know basic crochet techniques like double crochets and front post stitches as well as color changes, but if you do not know how to do any of these, I will be teaching you how to do those in this video. To make this stitch pattern, you're going to need a couple different things. You will need 2 colors of worsted weight yarn, and one in green and then a background color. You can of course do the stitch in any weight of yarn and any color combination that you would like to do. Just make sure that you follow the same steps that I will be teaching in this tutorial video, and then you can use it to customize any project or design that you are going to make. You'll also need a 6mm crochet hook if you are using worsted weight yarn, and otherwise that is all you need to make this stitch. Before we get started on this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of the fun crochet stitches that I have, and you can find the chart as well as the written pattern for this stitch on my blog for free at the link in the description. And you can grab the Stitch Exploration Bundle, which has 30 crochet stitches, the coffee mug stitch that I posted previously to this one. That one is included in there as well as some really awesome stitches that Knitting with Chopsticks, Joy of Motion, and I have put together. So let's go ahead and get started on this cactus stitch. To begin making our cactus stitch, you are going to want to crochet a piece that is 21 stitches across and 3 rows up. So this is 21 double crochet stitches. I started out by chaining 23, and then I started in the second chain from the hook and double crocheted across, and then did 2 more rows after that. Now, if you're following along with my chart like I have right here, you'll notice that this is different than the usual chart that I include. If you look on this, the rows that are on the right side are even numbers, when usually on the charts that I design, the odd numbers are on this side. The reason why I designed it this way was so that we could have a base layer of rows to have our front post double crochets for the cactus worked off of there. So you will be reading this chart starting from left to right and working back and forth like that. And you'll also see on the chart here that we have 2 different colors of green. So the green indicates what type of front post stitch you're going to do. The dark green indicates that you're going to do a front post double crochet, and the lighter green indicates you're going to do a back post double crochet because you'll be on a wrong side row. So I'm going to show you how to do both so that you will easily be able to do this stitch. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. So we will start our first row that has the cactus stitch starting by chaining 2, turning, and then doing 4 stitches. We'll do 4 double crochets, and then on the last double crochet, instead of finishing off your stitch with your white yarn, you are going to take your green yarn that you are using. I'm using Lion Brand Basic Stitch for both of these colors. I really like this yarn for making stitches. And then we are going to start doing our first front post double crochet. So what we will do is, as we are making these stitches, we are going to carry this white yarn, and I like to carry my green yarn along the back as well. That way I don't have to weave it in as much, and then it helps it stay secure. So we'll start by yarning over, and then we're going to come to the post of this double crochet right here. It is the next stitch in our row, and so we're going to go to the post of that stitch instead of working through these 2 loops up on the top. So you'll go through the loop on one side, out the loop on the other, and the post will rest on the front of your hook. Then you'll yarn over, pull around that post, yarn over again, and yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops to have 1 double crochet. Usually when I do this stitch, often I will finish off the stitch with the main color, but this time we're going to do 3 front post double crochets across. And when you do front post double crochets, what this does is the stitch that you just made here replaces the top of the white stitch that was your next one. So you will go to the next stitch here, work around the post of that stitch like this, work around the post of this stitch, and then on this last one we are going to switch back to our white. So that is how we start doing that base layer of the front post double crochets for this stitch. So go ahead and do some more double crochet stitches here, and when you're going to do that, make sure that you have skipped 3 of these white stitches and then start on that 4th one so that you don't do too many or too few stitches to work off of in your next row. And then I'll show you how to do the back post ones. So on this next row for the stitch, I've already gone ahead and chained 2 and double crocheted 3 of my stitches. On this next one, we are going to switch back to the green, and since we're working on the wrong side of our work, you will want to make sure that your yarn strands are always on the wrong side. Otherwise, it will poke through and look really weird on the front. So we'll switch to the green on that last yarn over of that stitch, and then we're going to do our back post double crochet. If you are working in the round, you won't have to do this. You can just do front post double crochets all the way around while you're doing this stitch pattern, but since I am making a flat swatch, I am going to show you how to make it with the back post double crochet. So you'll yarn over, and then you're going to kind of flip your work over, and then you're going to take your hook, make sure that yarn is held fairly tight with your finger, and then you're going to come around to the front here, put your hook through the underneath the part of the front post double crochet you did, then yarn over, pull around that, and then yarn over and then pull through that again. So let's show that again. So you go down through one side, over around the back side of the piece, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through it again. And then we'll do one more, and then that will be our last back post double crochet for this cactus stitch. And then you repeat that on this other cactus stitch over here, and then we're going to start adding in the arms of the stitch. On this next part of the cactus stitch, we're going to start adding in the arms. We are going to just be doing 1 double crochet before we start doing those front post double crochets. So you'll chain 2 stitches and then start your double crochet, switch to your green yarn like that. Then we're going to pull that white yarn tight and then go like that. We will yarn over, and we are going to do 6 front post double crochets. I know it sounds like a lot. Don't worry, you've got this. This is going to form the arm of the cactus, as well as kind of giving it some new added flair. So we'll then work off of those stitches that we did before for the base of the cactus, and then we will do 1 more before we switch back to our white yarn. So you're going to repeat this on the other cactus as well, and then on the next round we are going to do the same thing, but we're going to use back post double crochets to do that. For the next row, we're going to chain 2 and do the same thing that we just did, but do it with the back post double crochets. So we're going to switch to our new yarn color here. Well, not new actually, where it's just the green we've been using. So I guess it would be the other yarn color. And then we are going to do 3 back post double crochets up to this green area right here. So we're going to go around those stitches, do those back post double crochets, and you'll want to carry your yarn. What I like to do when I'm doing the back post ones is I'll kind of hold that white yarn towards the front. So we'll get this going, and then we are going to do the 3 stitches that we had here on the base. So doing 6 total across, and then on this row what we're adding in, unlike the previous rows, is we will be doing, instead of just going back to just the white here, we're going to do 1 white stitch. So this will be a normal double crochet, so you'll switch back to the white yarn. Then you're going to yarn over and you are going to do a double crochet, normal one. Then we're going to switch back to the green, and then we will do 2 stitches here, and this forms the last part of the right side of the cactus. So I'll show you what that looks like on the front. So it will look like this. You'll have your 3 stitches over, 2 stitches up, and then you're going to do the same thing with the 2 stitches right here, but with the front post double crochets. And then you just finish off the cactus by doing another set of these where you do the, I believe it's going to end on a back post double crochet row as indicated by the lighter green, but we'll do the front post double crochet one on the next one. For the next row we will chain 2, turn our work, and then we are going to do 4 white double crochet stitches. So you'll go through the tops of these back post double crochets you just did, because the right side of the cactus is all done now. And then we're going to switch back to the green yarn, and then we will do our front post double crochets here, and you're going to be doing a similar thing to like what you did on the second half of the cactus, where we do that 1 white stitch after the 3rd front post double crochet. So we'll switch back to the white, and then we will switch back to the green, and then do the 2 front post double crochet stitches. And then once you repeat that on the other cactus, you will finish off your cactus stitch with 3 back post double crochets only on this part of the cactus, and then your stitch is all done. Well, I hope that you loved this crochet stitch tutorial. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming stitch tutorial videos. And if you ever have any questions about this stitch pattern, please leave it in the comments below. I would love to help you out with color work or anything else that you need that will have to do with this stitch. Remember, you can get the written pattern and the chart for free on my blog at the link in the description, and keep your eye out for more fun color work stitches on my channel here. And I will see you next time for another crochet video. Bye! Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like it below if you enjoyed watching it, and hit the subscribe button if you never want to miss out a video from me, and also check out my other videos and tutorials on my channel. See you next time!